Good morning, everyone. So today is Wednesday, and I wanted to recap the story Lola Plants a Garden. So we started with a new reading skills sequence, and when I think of sequence, I think of 4 words, right? First, next, then, and last. So on Monday's assignment, you had to tell me what happens in the beginning of the story or what happens first. So now we're at the middle of the story. So there are actually 2 sequence words we're going to use. The first one is next with a comma, right? Because sequence words are separated with the sentence by inserting a comma. And we also have the word then. So we're just going to focus today on the middle of the story and use the 2 sequence words next and then. So before we go into the middle, let's recap what happens in the beginning of the story. So in the beginning of the story, we have the main character Lola, and Lola is reading her favorite garden poem book, and she finds her favorite poem, Mary Mary. And Mary Mary is all about gardening, right? It's a quick little poem about gardening. So she shares the idea with her mom, and she says, "Mom, you know something? I have an idea. I want to plant some flowers in the garden." And mom says, "Yeah, of course. We have some space next to the fruits and vegetables, so you're welcome to plant some flowers there." So then they go to the library, and then Lola's mom says, "You're going to choose 2 flowers, only 2 flowers that you're going to plant in this garden." So Lola carefully looks at the books and she finds 2 that she would like to grow in her garden. So now we're in the middle of the story. So if you notice, I put the word next and then because those are the sequence words for the middle of the story. So next, Lola, right, the main character, she has her seeds that she got from the seed store, and then she begins to plant her seeds. So first she uses soil. So I labeled the word soil, and inside the soil are going her seeds. And what she did is that she took the seed packet where the plants came from, or the seeds came from, and then she planted them there. So that she has labels, so that when she checks when the flowers sprout, right, or emerge, then she'll be able to tell which one is which. Okay, so if you notice, she labeled them both, and she put them a little far apart because if they're together, they might grow together, or they might not grow at all. So it's important to separate your seeds. And if you notice in the back, she has, I believe that's her strawberries. So I'm going to tell you one of the vocabulary words, bear, right? So I'm gonna write bear because that is where the fruits will bear, right? They will grow. And Lola seems pretty excited because if you look at her face, she seems very happy about this. So then, right, she waits a little bit. What she does with her time, because flowers don't grow right away, they take a while, right? They take a lot of time. So you have to give it soil, water, right? And you even sometimes have to talk to the flowers, right? They enjoy that. Or you can go and see how they're doing. She notices that the flower has sprouted. So that's the first step, that the flowers are going to grow. And then she waits and waits. While she's waiting, she creates a garden book that she makes herself with her mom. So they collect, they find shells, they find old beads, right? And she even makes a little Mary Mary doll. So she uses all this to decorate her garden, right? And she notices, right, as the months go on, that her sunflowers are growing and they're actually taller than her. So that's what happens then, right? So then, after waiting a couple of months or even weeks, right, she notices that her flowers are sprouting, they're growing, they're emerging. So I'm going to use that word emerge, right, because we notice that they are emerging, right? That was one of our vocabulary words. And Lola seems really happy, right, because her flowers are growing, they're emerging. And now she wants to celebrate. So all this hard work that her mom and her did, and she did, Well, they want to celebrate. So that's what's going to happen at the end. All right. So let's recap. They go to the garden store to buy seeds. Next, right, she puts the seeds, right, from the seed packet into the soil, and that's where the plants are going to be planted. Okay. And then what she does is she gets a book that she creates, and then she puts it in her garden. Okay. And then her sunflowers are growing, right, and they are emerging. So this is what happens in the middle of the story. Okay, hope this helps. Bye.